I'm Scott Allen Miller. This is Sheep Guarding Llama. It is the 19th of September 2020. Welcome to the show, and this is our first episode being filmed. Oh, that air conditioning. Being filmed, yes, Mia, on the GoPro Hero 9 Black. It arrived today, so very excited to be testing this out. This is the first that I've had a GoPro that has the front screen so I can actually see myself. It's not super responsive, so I can't see everything. You can see that the field of view behind me is much bigger than it is when I have my phone, so this is a bit different. I'm hoping that the audio is good on this. This is my first chance to actually get like a selfie of myself, so we'll really be seeing like how this turns out. But the screen of me is so tiny. I'm used to having like this huge picture of myself. Now it's like just enough that I can frame, but I can't be distracted looking at myself because it's so tiny and it's a little bit delayed. But this is, I don't have any of the accessories yet for this. This is just the raw, boy, the bugs just always so bad in Texas. I don't have any accessories, so I only have the one battery. I don't have any special selfie sticks. I don't have the media kit. This is the on-camera microphone. We're using the SD card that came with it, and so we're giving it a test and seeing how it goes. But this, the footage I've already seen from filming the dogs with this looks incredible. Now this is my first 4K that I'm shooting. When I was shooting the dogs earlier, I did some 1080p at 240 frames a second, and I get some really cool footage. So I hope to get that uploaded for you pretty soon. Now, today, obviously a very sad morning if you've been following our dog Lula, who we've been fostering for the last month and a half. She has found an adopter and is going there this afternoon. And so we're excited that she's found hopefully a family that wants to take her in a place that she's going to live, because she's, a very heavily abused dog and she really needs a lot of special care. And finding someone who's going to be able to take care of her is a really big deal. And so we're very hopeful, and we really hope this works out for her, but we're really sad because we love her and we've grown really close. And of course, when you have an extremely needy, abused dog like Lula, you become even more attached because you're always worrying about them. And this thing I cannot get it out of my mouth. You become more attached because they need you more, right? You really feel more like a parent more of the time, and it's very tough giving them up. So Dominica went at 1:30 to drop her off, was gone for a bit of the afternoon. The new thing, though, today is that Mia, who's running around behind me, and Clive, our 9-week-old baby foster Boston Terrier, who I'm pretty sure we're going to turn into his adoptive family, but we finally let them play together today for the first time, and they love each other. It was so adorable. Clive got out and chased Mia all around the yard, and Mia ran backwards from him and then would come up and like egg him on, and then he'd chase her more, and it just went on and on and on, and the two of them just had so much fun playing together. It was really cool. We were worried about how they're going to take it, but Mia's always so good with other dogs. She is so sweet, such a good personality. Let's see if I can get her in here. And so we were pretty sure the only problem she really has with Lula is that Lula's just so grumpy, and that makes it tough. But in general, Mia is just so even-tempered and so good with, the kids playing with her. You can hug her, you can snuggle her, you can play rough with her. She's a very rough and tumble dog, but she's always very gentle. She gets worked up, but she's caring and not aggressive in any way, shape, or form. And so we've been hoping that they would work out, but she's so big and powerful, and Clive is so tiny and fragile that we were worried about that. But she did an amazing job playing with him throughout the day. Once we started them playing together, they just wanted to be together all the time, and so they put in loads of time together, and she would wear him out so he would actually sleep, which is great. And she's teaching him how to play, and that's been wonderful. So we're very thankful for that, and it looks like because of that, having Clive stay here long term is a real possibility, because obviously we need the dogs we have to get along. Beyond that, news for the day, not very much. This evening, Liesl and I watched a bunch of the 1994 sitcom Sister Sister together. She did a bunch of work on animation on her tablet. The GoPro that I'm speaking on arrived today, so I spent a lot of time charging that and learning the features and getting it set up with the phone, updating firmware and that kind of stuff. And then Luciana did a bit of like helping out with the dog today and a lot of playing on her own. She watched a little bit of the show with us, but not a ton. And then late this evening, for the first time in forever, the girls and I went out for a run to go get Sonic. I'm gonna turn around here so that the audio from the air conditioning isn't quite as bad. Not for 1 second during this entire video have I not had a bug directly in front of my face. I am so ready to not be living in Texas. I cannot tell you. Just the inability to be outside without bugs in your face and around your legs at all times, no matter what you do, it wears you out. You have no idea. So we went on a run, just the three of us, to Sonic, and they were like, yes, we get to listen to music in the car, because that's something that we've always done together. And it's been 9 months since we got to go in the car and listen to music together. Like, this is a big part of the things that we do together. And when we ordered Domino's the other night, we realized we hadn't ordered Domino's together since February, once the entire year. Like, so there's all these things that feel, you know, especially to the adults, like, oh, we do these all the time. It hasn't been that long. But to the kids, it's like huge portions of their life. We haven't done these things, right? Luciana's already 9.5, and we haven't done a lot of these things since she was barely 8.5, right? It's pretty extreme. So we went to Sonic, we picked up ice cream for everybody and got French fries and tots and brought them back, and that was awfully fun. We have gotten Sonic maybe twice since the pandemic started, but it's always been Paul running out and grabbing it and bringing it back. So this was literally the first time that Luciana has been in a car since we went to the wedding in Houston in early March at the beginning of the pandemic, and it is only, I think, the second time that Liesel's been in the car. The only time was when she went to the vet a few days ago with Lula. No, I'm sorry, with Clive. And I've only driven a handful of times, 4 or 5 times, since the pandemic has started. So quite an outing for all of us to even go out and see what the outside world is like for a change. So that was our Saturday. We will be hearing in the morning how things are going with Lula. She's with her new adopted person for 3 days to do a trial, and hopefully everything goes smoothly and they get along. But it takes a dog really about 3 days to warm up to somebody before they even feel comfortable with them. So that's why they do a 3-day trial, to make sure that people match up before they make a decision. But you know, Mia is very visibly happier without Lula here. That's the sound of the train, if you can hear it. But there's no question that we're very sad with Lula gone. So I'll see everybody tomorrow with more news about the dogs.